Good evening. I'm Valerie Plame Wilson. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for this award. What a delight for Joe and I to be here this evening. Before we came in, we were asked by a member of the press, well, what do you think about being a recipient of the Peacemaker Award? I said, unexpected, and a hell of a lot nicer than having your character slandered and the libel and the other things that we've lived through. I want to share with you my to-do list. This is of the last 3 weeks. You should know, Joe and I have just moved a couple months ago with our children. We have 7.5-year-old twins, and we've just moved from Washington, D.C. to Santa Fe, New Mexico. So, you know, with all the moving and unpacking, and so here's what I've been doing just in the last 3 weeks. Pick up dry cleaning, go to Target to get the kids' camp stuff, attend the oral arguments that were suing the Vice President, Libby. So, go to Home Depot, get a garden hose, picture hooks, sue the CIA on First Amendment grounds, watch Libby's sentencing of just this last week, fly to LA, and here I am. I could not make that up. Let me tell you a little bit about the civil suit that Jerry alluded to. He's absolutely right. He sent that email, and when this was first, we considered this, I was very much against it. We've been through enough, and we had a lot of discussions at very high volume about that. But as time passed and more came out and we saw was at stake, ultimately both of us decided we had no choice but to pursue this. And there are 3 main reasons when we talk through everything from every angle. Why are we proceeding with this? Why are we going ahead? The first reason is to get to the truth. As you may have noticed during Mr. Libby's trial, neither Mr. Libby nor the Vice President testified. And so there is a lot more to be discovered. As the special prosecutor said, there's a cloud over the Vice President. The second reason is to hold government officials to account for their words and for their deeds. And the last reason I think is obvious, to prevent future abuses, because these are bullies, and if you don't stand up to bullies, they will do it again. I flew to Washington in mid-May to attend oral arguments in our civil suit. Where we are in the case right now is that the defense has filed for a motion to dismiss. You know, this is silly, just make it all go away. And so on the defense side, their lawyers got up, and there were at least 6 of them just at the defense table. And I have to say, they all looked, you know, they looked great. They had nice suits on, expensive suits, blow-dried hair. They looked fabulous. And I'm not a lawyer, so I truly only understood about 20%, the rest over my head. But I did understand the judge was incredulous when the lawyers kept making the point about the Vice President's absolute immunity. You mean to tell me the Vice President can basically say or do anything? And that was very interesting to watch. This judge in this particular case is deemed by many to be rather conservative, but you could tell that he knew that a wrong had been committed, and he is grappling with the legal issues surrounding it, of how to deal with it. Our counsel got up, just one. It's Mr. Erwin Chemerinsky, I guess known to this room. And Erwin is wonderful. He's a First Amendment superstar. But as I'm sure many of you in this room know, he's not the perfectly pressed suit kind of guy. He's a little rumpled and a little disheveled, but I will tell you, from the moment he started, he held everyone in rapt attention because his intellectual horsepower is stunning. And the judge was engaged with him and asking questions. It was wonderful to watch and have a front row seat to that. So the decision from the judge about whether this case will continue into the deposition and discovery phase is expected sometime, I guess, by the end of the summer. Let me tell you about another lawsuit we have. Just last week, against everything I ever wanted to do or we wanted to do, I am suing the CIA on First Amendment grounds. Let me tell you why. This stems from a CIA edict that I am not permitted to acknowledge my government service prior to 2002. Now, I can assure you this has nothing to do with national security and everything to do with political manipulation of the process. I'm not seeking carte blanche to reveal any classified information. I fully understand the need to protect that. But I do have a story to tell, and this is a First Amendment fight. And so just as you have to be extremely vigilant about protecting your national security secrets, you have to be just as vigilant about our First Amendment rights. And finally, we felt we had no choice. As I mentioned, we have just recently moved to Santa Fe, and we're getting settled in. We've been very warmly welcomed there. It's great to be out of D.C. And Joe and I look forward to contributing to our community and to our the world around us in different ways. We want to move. We look forward to moving beyond this and being engaged in other ways. I want to tell you, when I first met Joe, it was absolutely love at first sight. There's no question. It's a good thing, because what we've been through the last couple years has been difficult. We don't always agree. But in spite of that, what has seen us, I should just speak for me, what has seen me through the most difficult times has been my utmost respect for his courage, his passion. So even when I'm really angry with him over something or disagreement over the way ahead, what we need to do on something, I never lose that respect. So it is with my great pleasure that I get to introduce my husband, Joe Wilson. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe what Valerie was really saying there was that marriage to me is a little bit like taking arsenic. If you survive it, it makes you stronger.